What's up, everybody? Welcome to the second episode of LAMECast. If you have already watched the first episode, you'll know that our camera cut off right at the end because no one was paying attention to the battery, and we were cheap enough that we bought a camera that you can't plug in. So,
oh yeah.
Yeah.
Day two. Professional as
Day two.
Yeah.
Day two.
So professional.
Yes.
Oh my god. So, we could talk about just random stuff. I mean, that's kind of
wacky
just
laws, boy.
Oh yeah.
First on deck.
First on deck is wacky laws. Like, you know what I mean? Like, number one. All right, I think it's like the most famous one is that you can't collect rainwater.
Yes.
I don't get that.
Oh, there's got to be some sort of government ploy about that one.
Yeah.
There's got to be something because that's
They want to
everywhere.
tax it. They want to tax the water.
Well, you got
Dasani,
you know what I mean? You know, like they all have stake in that.
You know, that's
Because
just
if it wasn't illegal, everyone would be collecting rainwater.
Yeah, I mean, I
We would just drink the rainwater.
Maybe that's why they took out the Native Americans.
Also, at the same time, it could have something to do with health.
That
It
too.
could be a health issue.
It could be.
You know what I mean? Like,
See.
rainwater, like, how clean can it really be?
Oh my god, you're talking about the New Jersey bill, blah 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 blah. Whatever, I'll block these ads. Look at this. Go away.
You know what? We don't need this.
We don't need this. Oh, no,
Look, man,
New
I just
Jersey
pulled up a
bill
list of
derogatory.
stupid
Yeah.
laws.
A rain tax law or whatever. No one even cares. Because, so I can't tell. We live in southern New Jersey, and we have some of like the dumbest tax laws.
How
in
would
the
they be able to
country.
tell?
Because we were looking up New Jersey rain tax.
Hey.
Because everyone thinks we have an accent. We talk like we're from the Jersey
We're
Shore.
from Jersey.
We're from Jersey. Yeah.
I have never heard someone from Jersey say
Your
that.
cabbage is a muff.
No, we're not. And number one, I want to throw this out there. Get this done. All right. There's a difference between South Jersey, Central, and North
There's
Jersey.
no Central Jersey.
Yes, there is.
There's a border between North and
Apparently,
South.
that's a North Jersey.
Yeah, but the Central, they don't even like North Jersey. They're more.
No one likes North
Central is
Jersey.
more South than it is. They should just cut it off. Like
No
where
one likes
like,
North
we should
Jersey.
do it like the
Jersey doesn't like
Dakotas.
North Jersey.
yeah, like North Dakota, South Dakota.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
North Jersey, South Jersey.
North Jersey steals all our tax money, and they just use it for them.
North Jersey sucks dick, man. It's just New York.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean
Yeah.
they call it Taylor ham, and it's pork roll. Just so you know.
Just like how South
It's also not a
Jersey's
sub, it's a
technically
hoagie.
Yeah.
What other weird
Yeah.
stuff to say? Like they,
Scrapple is the thing here.
I was just gonna say, Scrapple is not like a huge thing. Yingling is like a tri-state thing.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like
What
if you,
is the other way? What, like Jimmy's and Sprinkles or whatever?
Jimmies and sprinkles are two different things. Jimmies are the long ones, sprinkles are the little dots.
Yes.
Well, in the North, Jimmy's are just condoms.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Gators bitches better be wearing a Jimmy.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
no.
every time I saw Mr. Softy, I was getting Jimmy's.
I have
Getting
family.
Jimmy's on ice cream. He's putting little condoms.
As you know,
on
my mom lives in Connecticut, so I'm in the North every now and then, and I ordered ice cream. I asked for Jimmy's, and the guy laughed at me. He was like, "Nah, man, that's dick paper, boy." Like what? Okay, I'll take the
Dick-
sprinkles,
dick
please.
paper. Oh my god.
Well, you know, in parts of Alaska, alcohol is illegal.
Really?
Yeah, you can get a lot of. It's expensive too
There's still prohibition in Alaska.
because the depression rates are really high because parts of Alaska have night for 30
But
days.
see, I would love that. I would.
For
love
now,
that.
you would. For now, it sounds cool, but you don't realize that the vitamins you get from sunlight helps with
I don't
depression.
like the sun.
No one likes the sun. It
I get
sucks.
You
migraines
need
from
it.
the sun. All right.
You need it.
Sun's so
You
damn
need it.
I
hot.
get migraines. From
You
the
do
sun.
need it.
I
When
love
you don't
sitting
have
out in the
sunlight,
sun.
you do get depressed. They actually people in Alaska actually have like special lights that they'll have to mimic
But
See,
sunlight.
like plant lights.
but I
Yeah.
get happier at nighttime and I get
Like
depressed
UV
during the
lights.
day.
Yeah.
I'm like depressed during the day. I'm more depressed in summer than I am in winter.
Yeah, but you're also not in the dark for 30 days.
I'd rather be in the dark all the time. Ask Dez. I try to block every little bit of
It's
light.
true.
that comes
I'll
in this
open
apartment.
one window and Aaron will walk into the room 5 minutes and he'll be like, "What the fuck? The curtains are open," and close the windows. And I'm like, I literally just
I would
opened them.
thrive in that town. I would be the happiest person in that town. Everyone would be like, I'm so fucking depressed. And I'm like, yeah? I'm having a great time. It's like
I was like,
30
why you
days
look
a
so
night,
down,
boy.
Jim? What's
Yeah,
wrong?
Yeah, you wanna go hit the bar later? And he's like, yeah, I want you to go all my problems away. We can do that anytime.
Well, you can't because it's illegal, Jim.
Yeah.
Hey, Jim, you want to get wasted? Well, you can.
Oh
But yeah, the suit, like, everyone's got guns and shit.
Yeah,
but
it is a great movie, by the way. Mr. Ghost in the Corner, it is a great movie.
What, 30 Days a Night?
30 Days a Night's the best vampire movie.
It's got the best decapitation scene in...
Yeah, it does.
One of the best decapitation scenes in
Yeah,
the
it
movie.
does. That was a good one. 30 Days a Night was just an awesome idea. Vampires in a place where the sun doesn't come up for a month, like...
Yeah, it's just... Yeah.
Yeah, it was phenomenal.
And then they were gonna set it, well... Man, I don't care if I give away a spoiler. The movie's like over 10 years old. If you haven't seen it, that's your problem.
Yeah.
The fact that they started busting open the pipeline at the end to make it look like it was a fire so they would never find traces of the vampires.
Yeah.
It was fucking awesome.
Dude, everything about that was awesome.
Like that, and I think out of any horror or any vampire movie that could make you believe like in the idea of like vampires covering themselves up is that and any of the Anne Rice books. Or the Anne Rice movies, rather. Interview with the Vampire.
When you said books, I was out.
We can get into the Anne Rice thing.
Anne Rice's books are amazing, and the way they
How did we get here?
30 Days a Night?
30 Days a Night?
Yeah, we're talking about Dumb Walls.
Oh, Dumb Walls.
Yeah. But anyway, we'll get back to that in a second. If you read an Anne Rice book, you will actually legitimately think to yourself, like, holy shit, there is a possibility that vampires are out there covering up their existence with the way they mix in with us.
Yeah.
Like, she really fucking... You've read them?
Yeah.
She made a whole world, and and then it ties into the Blackwood Farm series. And then she has other books.
She tied it in pretty well, like, all around.
Yeah, like Lestat would pop up in the Blackwood Farm series here and there, like Armand would walk in or some shit like that. Like, she really made it, like, seem like, man, they really are out there, like, kind of just blending in, and it was awesome.
It does happen.
But yeah, you can't have alcohol in parts of Alaska. So when people do bring it up there, it's like top dollar you get for it.
Really?
I was watching what was it, like Drugs Inc. or something, one of them Vice City or Vice Channel things.
Vice City.
Vice City? Yeah.
GTA,
Yeah. It was something on Vice. It's like Drugs Inc. or something. But like people will go from like the bottom of California all the way up to Alaska, and a 6-pack of Budweiser will sell for like $50.
What?
Yeah, because they can't have it. I'm saying they bring weed, coke, alcohol, all the shit they can't have. You can't grow weed in Alaska unless you got an indoor grow op. You run the risk of getting caught.
Dude, I'm about to just like go to the store like right outside of Alaska and start buying like 30 blocks and stuff, and just bring it up there. They'd be like, "Where you guys? Where'd you go?" I'm like, "I just made like 10 grand."
Canada?
Yeah. You were going for a week. Yeah, I know. I mean, it wasn't a big deal.
It was a profitable week.
Just a quick 10 grand.
Yeah. But I feel like you'd have to ride in on a moose, and then people knew you were coming.
With like Death Clock playing.
Yeah. Dude, you know how scary it would be to ride a moose?
Yeah, I was about to say Thunder Horse, yeah.
You know how scary it would be to ride a moose? Those things are huge.
Yeah, dude. And they like, aren't supposed to be ridden.
Yeah.
Well, no one says they're not supposed to be ridden.
The moose says it's not supposed to be ridden.
Exactly.
Yeah, but that's the moose.
Like when a rhino tells you got to get out of the way,
I
you
was
gonna
just
object
looking
to
at that ghost.
Yeah. Oh,
Question.
Alabama, bear wrestling matches are prohibited. Number one. If you believe that you can take on a bear in the first place, I feel like you should just let it happen.
Jackie Moon did it.
Yeah, Jackie Moon.
Jackie Moon.
Oh. Just want to hang myself with an electrical cord, sexy.
In Florida, it is illegal. I mean, how come only in Florida it's illegal to
Yeah, where is it legal to sell your children?
Yeah.
Why is that exclusive to Florida?
Apparently in this state it's illegal. I mean, it's legal. Because it's only Florida that's the law.
Yeah, everywhere.
But that just means there was a time.
I'm looking up something on Google. I'm going to look up if I can sell my children. I'm probably going to get a knock on the door soon.
You probably get, sell children, your sperm, if that counts.
Now, I got a question.
That's selling children.
We were talking about a moose earlier. What's the plural of moose? Is it meese?
Moose.
Meese.
No, it's moose.
I think it's meese.
Meese.
It's moose.
That's Mo Jimmy Pesto,
It's
the
moose.
greatest pun ever.
That's not a pun.
That is a pun.
Anyway, it's meese, right?
In Wyoming, it is illegal to use a firearm to fish.
Nice.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's a more realistic one.
it's reasonable.
Yeah.
It's,
Yeah, that's
just,
reasonable. I mean,
it's common sense.
I mean,
That's-
like,
that's
selling
not-
your children, it's an obvious law, but it's like something that shouldn't be a law.
Yeah.
But I can
Here's a
see
dumb
someone
one.
in Wyoming with a gun shooting a fish.
Yeah, but then that's when they switched to dynamite.
Yeah.
Ready?
Then when they started dynamite fishing.
In Arkansas, it's illegal. It's against the law to honk a car horn at a sandwich shop after 9 p.m.
Why?
There must have been some like beloved sandwich shop somewhere that people
Yeah.
just like Jimmy, hey! Like, and they were just like, yo,
Just
knock
drunk,
the fuck off.
There's this Jimmy John's, and they're like, get away from here.
For the record, guys, I was looking up if I could sell my child. I've gotten into a dark corner of the internet in the last 2 minutes. I'm on childslavelabor.com.
Oh my god.
And it looks like it's for children.
It really does.
Straight up. I will bop. Child can't see it. Slavelabor.com. Let's sell some kids.
It's against the law to catch fish with your bare hands in Indiana. Number one.
No, it's not. Fuck that. If anything, you deserve an award for catching a fish with your bare hands.
Imagine catching a striper with your bare hands.
And then a bear's just nearby trying to catch fish, and he's like,
well, although in Indiana you won't catch a striper.
I guess I'll go fuck. The bear's just like, I guess I'll just go fuck
I mean, you
myself.
had me on board.
Yeah.
I don't know where stripers are located.
In Fort Thomas, dogs are prohibited from chasing people or other animals. Where is Fort Thomas, though?
Kentucky.
Is that? But I'm saying, is that a town? In Tennessee,
it's illegal to share your Netflix password with others.
What? You know what? Netflix. Where is Netflix based? Where's their headquarters?
I don't fucking
I don't know.
Is it in Illinois?
Ghost.
Is it in Tennessee?
Tell me.
Where is Netflix station? Their main headquarters.
That's a slave child that we bought.
Yeah, we bought it off that website. So yeah, ChildSlavery.com.
Works out pretty good, but they're a little slow sometimes.
They're located in Los Gatos, California. So the Cats, California.
Let's see.
Nice.
Netflix HF.
Los Gatos, California.
The Cat.
Los Gatos and Pantalones. One of the greatest childhood jokes ever.
Yeah.
You got a cat in your pants, bro. Little did we know later on, it just meant.
I wonder what caused, like,
day.
what the hell would, some politician was probably like, yo, they fucking took my Netflix password, I'm done with it. I'm not having it.
I'm not that far in Supernatural yet.
I told you and your mom you could have it. It didn't mean sharing it with your friends. The little whore Becky, I hate her. She always comes over.
Who the fuck's watching porn on Netflix?
51 crazy stupid laws in Europe. No one cares about
Vampire
Europe.
Diaries. I ain't watching Vampire Diaries.
Europe is just stupid in general with their laws. I mean, like, you got like the one guy who just they're like, yeah, no guns. So some guy was like, fuck, I'm just gonna drive a car over people. Like,
Can't shoot him. I can still drive into him.
And that's all because the
no one is
Queen
allowed
of
to
England
play
is really a
electronic
lizard
games
person.
in Greece.
What?
Wait, there's no video game in Greece?
In Milan, it is a legal requirement to smile at all times, except for funerals or hospital visits.
What, Mulan?
Milan.
Where the hell is Milan?
Milan is...
Isn't it like Thailand or something?
I think so.
I thought that was a
Disney
beloved
movie?
Disney character, yeah.
No, not Mulan. Milan. So M-I.
Milan.
Oh,
Any
Milan.
child born in
Milan must-
Wales must be
Milan.
able to spell the town name by the age of 6 and pronounce it by the age of 34.
Well, at least they give you a nice window of trying to figure out how to say LLANFAIRPWLLGWYNGYLLGOGERYCHWYN. I'm not even going any longer. There's 15 more fucking letters in that name. How do you even say?
I like the part where it says Gugach.
I can't. Go Gagach.
Yeah.
Will Antisilica Gagach.
In Turkey, it's against the law to fall in love with a neighbor's son, daughter, wife, servant, or animal.
Servant.
animals.
Servant.
They still have servants in Turkey?
I mean...
It's
They still
Turkey.
have slaves?
It's not a slave.
You know,
A servant.
You know what Turkey's afraid of, right?
Pinching a girl's
Hungry.
bottom is permitted by law in Italy.
God, I hate you so much.
Turkey's afraid of hungry, bro.
What? Any Scotsman
Foreign
found to be
countries.
wearing underwear beneath his kilt can be fined 2 cans of beer.
That's a
But
great
that is
line.
a great law. That is a great
Yo,
law.
bro, you wearing underwear under that kilt? That's two cans, boy.
Yeah.
Yo, I would literally
Get him drunk and get him off.
Yo, if we ever go there, we need to go with like what we go. First purchase is to a store that has like battery powered leaf blower, and just find where there's a bunch of kilts and just let it have it. And then
Man, don't even do that, man. Just start walking up to people and lifting them.
dude, it's free beer though. But you could just be like, you could get like 7 of them at the
I'm
same
telling you
time.
now, the first place I'm
That's
going,
14 cans of beer.
the first place I'm going
Yeah.
is probably the liquor store because I'm not gonna have my dick hanging out underneath of a skirt.
Yeah.
You know?
It might be liberating, you never know.
Yeah.
I'd
is
also
pretty
could be.
liberating.
It
You know
sounds
what?
amazing.
Do you know how many things you can just reach up and grab now?
Yeah.
Like, you know, a dog comes up, you're like, oh, hey, puppy. Now it's just like, that's it. That's it. So, no, fuck that. My stuff stays protected. That's
Yeah,
the family jewels.
But over there, the dogs are probably used to it, so they're not going up there.
No, man.
Yeah, dogs aren't going up.
No, dogs aren't, you know, don't get me wrong, dogs are great and intelligent, but I feel like if they want to bite a dick, they're going to bite a dick.
But it's illegal to fly over or land flying saucers in the southern French town of Chateauneuf dip.
Pape.
Pape.
That's another debate.
The odd anti-UFO legislation has
Wow.
gained the town's international popularity. Well, I imagine so. If some dude's like, yo, that means whoever is like in charge of that is like just straight up on acid, like, yo, bro. Like,
That means that they have one guy out there that's gonna see a UFO land and be like, bring it back up, dude.
Yeah, come on.
Sorry.
And like the aliens just like, God damn it, are we not shacked enough to do pop there? And like, I told you we landed in the wrong French town, bro. And like, we can't park here.
You wanna know why there's so much fucking parking in the area?
Yeah. Oh my God.
You just got one guy like dishing out tickets on UFOs and like, what are they subpoena? Like, what are you gonna do? They're gonna show up to court?
That's why they haven't come back. So like, they're fucking tired. They're full of dicks.
But that's the other thing too. You have to have some kind of like strong agreement. Like, look, we're not gonna tell anyone about you guys. Just pay your fucking fine and then go back to where you came from. Like, your secret is safe, but pay the $50.
They go transform as humans and go to watch like a movie or something like that. They come back and they like see like the little parking ticket out the window. It's fucking
Fuck, I told you we couldn't. I said we couldn't fucking park here.
Yeah, we could've just
The other
gone this
alien is
town
like, I don't
over.
even know what the fuck parking is.
Yeah. What is it?
Would
Telling
aliens
a man in
understand parking?
Italy he has no balls as a crime punishable with a fine.
And also that ant has no balls.
Yes,
You
well,
are Italian.
That's fine, boy. Give me my money, boy. But no, that's
We're not
just
in
obviously
Italy.
someone, like, this is probably under the Mussolini era, and I'm pretty sure someone just said, Mussolini, you got no balls, man. He's like, that's my money, boy.
Yeah.
That's my money, give it here. That's Texas. That's taxes rather, not
I want to
Texas.
get back to this whole UFO thing. What was
prompted
going
that?
on that they had to do that?
Yeah, think about what prompted that. It was probably like when
Dude on acid.
people making planes, you know?
Or some guy. Well, actually,
Make it
also a
improvised
UFO
flying.
is.
An unidentified flying object.
Wait, hold on. Flying saucer, though. That's
Yeah.
pretty specific to like
Yeah.
aliens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, was there either a farmer that had some good acid,
Yeah.
or just a farmer that really had a problem with aliens landing in his orchards or some shit?
Yeah.
It's a problem.
But they got domestic violence is legal in London as long as it's before 9 p.m. It does not disturb the neighbors.
Sometimes, man, you got.
As long as you can slap her up before 9 p.m. and you be quiet about
Oh,
it.
you're lucky you started this at 8:55, babe.
Yeah.
Oh, or else I'd be swinging the dukes.
You wait until 9:15 to bring out meatloaf again, huh? That's fine. Don't worry.
It's a little overcooked.
Morning's coming soon.
Don't worry. 9 a.m.'s right around the corner.
Yeah, right.
You're good.
You got till 8 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah. Oh, it's like, I mean, another weird thing is, like, you know, like, lately there's, like, a ton, just an absolute ton of mass shooters, right? But when was the last time you had, like, a famous serial killer?
There's only one active that we know of right now. It's the Long Island serial killer.
I love we got real quiet, like he's listening in. Like, he was like, like, he's like, the only active shooter.
My thing is, it's not as sensationalized. There is
The
over
last known serial
100
killer's name is
active
who?
ones. There's over 100 active ones right now. At any given moment, it's just a statistic. There's over 100 active serial killers
matter
in the
of power.
United States alone. It's not as sensationalized now because, I mean, I guess I'll just bring it up. Because mass shootings and stuff, you know, that's just more like, that gets you
more
more
shocking.
clicks.
It's more
You know,
shocking.
it
it's
is.
just one big thing and then it's done.
Like-
it's easily digestible. People don't have the patience to watch a serial killer case unfold anymore.
yeah.
Well, yeah. Also, too, is with the mass shooting thing. I think too, the way that differs
And
from,
it's-
from
and-
dealing with a serial killer. The mass shooting, you know it's over. It's done.
Yeah.
No one knew where the fuck Ted Bundy was.
No.
You know what I mean? Like there was Green River Killer. There's
Yeah.
bodies popping up, and it was like, holy shit, another one. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like,
Yeah. Well, then it's like not too long ago, it was in Philly. Like Philly, they had a serial killer, and like you heard about it, they couldn't find him, you heard about it, then you heard nothing. Like,
Yeah.
like is he just still out there just like killing people, and everyone just like gave up?
It's just not as trendy because you know what?
Well, I mean, not even the fact that it's a trendy thing. I'm just saying, like,
well, also
I'm saying why we don't hear about it.
keep
yeah,
in
but
mind
it's close
too.
to home.
Keep in mind
Stop
too.
killing.
Though, keep in mind too. We've come leaps and bounds from the '60s, '70s, all
Oh,
that
yeah.
with technology being able to watch people everywhere. There's cameras everywhere.
Yeah.
It's so much harder to get away with a murder, nonetheless. And keep in mind, to be considered under the category of a serial killer, you have to have 3 murders with a resting period in between.
Mm-hmm.
Until you hit that point, you are not considered a serial killer. So that it makes it a lot harder to actually get that resting period,
Yeah.
not get caught, and be able to do it again, and consistently do it. That's the reason I don't think we have as many. Now, the reason the Long Island serial killer's been so active for so long is because they think he's got ties to law enforcement and he understands the investigation process. So that's why he's able to do it. Every time he's ever made a phone call to the victims' families, it's from a cell phone in a very busy area. Times Square, Grand Central Station.
So you can't pinpoint.
Just very big areas with a lot of people where, what are you you're gonna look at the cameras and try to find the guy on a cell phone? In the middle of Times Square?
Yeah.
Like, it's, you can't do it. The guy makes, and he'll call from the victim's cell phone, so it's not like, oh, we can check his number. No, okay, this is the victim's phone. There's nothing you can do.
Yeah, see, like, this is like, you know, Philly police is like, there's no connection, there's no way there's a serial killer, but it's like...
Statistically, there's two.
Yeah,
Well, also,
there's two.
it could also be a way of not giving the serial killer the recognition he wants.
yeah.
So it causes him to go, oh, well, you're not going to notice me? Well, let me do this. Now you slip up. Now we know, you know what I mean? Like, it's just, you'll see it in TV shows all the time. They'll say, oh, you know, we found a calling card, which makes the killer switch it up and fuck up because he's out of his comfort zone and shit like that.
Yeah.
So if anything, they're saying, oh, it's not the work of a serial killer, it's just some random guy. That, in his head, is going to be, well, I want my fucking recognition for what I did. So now I'm going to go out and do it again. But now you're not going in with a clear head.
Here you go.
Yeah, you're gonna fuck up.
Frankfurt slasher case still haunts Philadelphia remains unsolved.
What, they're
So,
in the 80s and 90s?
They're in the 80s and 90s, yeah.
There was also, they think that the Long Island serial killer was active in New Jersey.
Really?
Yeah, he was killing hookers in Atlantic City. When it got a little too hot up in New York for him, they think he came down here because it was the same MO.
Sort of like a snowbird.
Sure.
Like he was just coming down to enjoy Atlantic City for a little bit. Yeah.
just really enjoy it.
Yeah.
But well, see, my thing is we don't hear about serial killers so much because it's just not as trendy anymore. People want to talk about mass shootings now.
Yeah.
It's just, you know, and like, I'm not saying this is why they happen, but they're covered so much. There is a fame aspect to them. There's a 15 minutes of fame aspect to them too. I'm not saying that's why they're done. You know, they're probably all of them are troubled individuals in some way or another. They're troubled individuals, and you know.
Well, they're troubled, yeah, but in the sense that you got to be troubled as fuck to decide that your moment is going to be based off of a shooting.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Like, the Columbine shooting wasn't like, oh, they got their fame, so I'm going to do it. They were guys that were tormented, tortured, and picked on.
They didn't do it for the fame.
They didn't do it for fame. They killed themselves afterwards because they were like, this is it. This is what we wanted to do, and now we're done. You know, what was his name? What the fuck was the kid's name? Not Dylan Roof, the one after him. The kid with the big ears.
TJ,
No, not TJ Lane. He's the one that wore the killer shirt in court and said the hand that pulled the trigger now jerks off to the thought of it.
Oh.
That's TJ Lane. I'm trying to think of the one kid, he had the big ass ears, but even he was releasing videos they released after he was caught of him literally scoping out and saying, I'm going to be the next mass shooter. I'm the next one you're going to hear about. My name will be everywhere. It was for fame.
Florida?
Yeah.
I think it was him, yeah. It was
Because it was like a couple miles from where my sisters live.
Yeah. He did it for fame, and that was his moment of fame. And the problem is
But
when
they even investigated him too, the FBI, and they said they couldn't find him
How?
because they're the FBI. Unless you're Alex Jones, they ain't finding it.
Yeah, it's but a lot of these shooters, like, let's face facts. How many people in this room watched the mosque shooting video?
Yeah.
I saw it. I just saw it passed around.
I saw the entirety.
I didn't even have to. I didn't have to look at it.
But you know what?
I didn't have to try to find it.
No,
the ghost.
but you know what though? Everyone saw what he did. He got his moment. Everyone knows who he is.
Yeah, it blew up.
You put it online for a reason.
You couldn't scroll past like a post without seeing it.
Yep.
Like the video. Like it was on fire for so long. And they blamed PewDiePie.
Which is ridiculous.
Yeah, which is it's beyond, and that was them like.
That's insane.
Well, they always gotta blame
there's
someone.
always that
Just like we talked about today. What the fuck does the Acacia strain have to do with the Toledo shooting? He was just wearing the hoodie. That doesn't mean anything.
Yeah, and like someone was like, I saw someone comment on one of the posts was like,
oh yeah, because he was wearing earmuffs. The first thing I think of is video games. Like
What?
like how would you know about noise canceling things? Like, are you kidding me? Like, there's a ton of like anything on the
You can
internet.
literally
You can find
go
where people
on
wear like.
Google and type in noise cancellation.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, anytime you see a shooting range, like if the kid had guns before, you don't think he's never gone to a shooting range and put on earmuffs?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, has no one ever who
They
shot a gun
They make
put
you do
earmuffs
that at
on?
shooting ranges. Me and Boo went to a shooting range in Texas.
Yeah.
We had to pay for it.
You
pay for
have to wear it. You can't even get
Yes,
to the door.
you have
without
to.
Yeah,
earmuffs.
but that's what I'm saying.
You
I
can't
mean,
even
it's just
walk in the
common
door and
practice.
put them on. They have to be on before you even go into the
I mean,
first door for the
yeah.
shooting range.
I mean, earplugs are just a common practice, just
Yeah.
in shooting in
Dude,
general.
people do it. That's like saying, okay, drummers, when they play live shows,
Yeah.
will wear earplugs. So what, you're going to say that drummers had an influence on
Yeah.
someone wearing something that cancels that noise?
And
Yeah.
let's really think about it, like, right? We were all kids in the 90s, you know what I mean? So, like, the whole headset thing, like, when they first started off, they were like that really crappy piece of shit you put on the side of your ear and all
Yeah,
that stuff.
which is
But,
the
like, the
one
only
ear.
thing we knew about headphones was either we were listening to music, but when you came out the big headphones, like Turtle Beach was like the first thing, it was, oh my god, I can talk to my friends.
Yeah.
Like, there's no one ever who's looked at a headset and went, man, that'd be great for a mass shooting.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
I've never looked at a pair of Turtle Beaches and be like, man, I could definitely pop off 15 rounds and not have a problem. Like,
Yeah.
No.
Nah.
no, I look at, man, can I hear anyone bitching at me outside of the game? Okay, how's the mic look? No one thinks about that shit.
No. Don't. But remember, there's only one game ever that actually you needed headphones, and that was Call of Duty. Call of Duty Modern Warfare, when they put that Lightfoot perk or whatever
Oh,
in there,
yeah.
and it's like,
Oh, yeah, that was the game that started.
yeah,
that,
you
really.
couldn't,
Yeah.
you couldn't
It's
hear them
important.
without the
It's so important now.
Jet Set Radio. Don't even bring that up, all right? That shit hurts my feelings, Ghost, because I love that game, and they just never did anything. Jet Set Radio is one of the greatest games. It's one of the best soundtracks that ever existed.
That dude
Never
made
played
like all that music too.
Dude,
It was like wasn't it
Never
like a
played it.
one man.
dude,
Me
he
either.
did like
Never even heard of it.
You never,
You never
heard Jet
heard
Set
of it?
Radio? Oh
Never
my
heard
god,
of it.
Jet Set Radio was so good that Sega, because at the time in Japan and all that stuff, like graffiti art was really big. They put signs everywhere. All local graffiti artists. We're doing a game based off rollerblading, the city, music, and graffiti, and we want you. Sega held a contest for graffiti artists to. Why is this funny?
He said graffiti 3 times.
I know. Whatever, but like they did the whole thing where they
Well, it's
had
graffiti involved.
yeah they had artists come out, and all the tags and stuff like that in the game are all actual art that
That's
like
dope.
street artists
That's
did.
dope.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, and that shit's all. And like I was saying, like that never made me want to tag. That made me want to like ride roller skates and be able to like aggressive inline all the way up a building, up on top of a rooftop.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Well, that's a whole debate too, like the video games causing violence thing. I read a couple articles where the only thing that they actually sort of linked video games for, just in general, is because they did a bunch of studies with teenage like boys and girls, and they just said that teenage girls that played video games for some reason became less social with other
I can see that.
girls
Yep.
and more
I
social
agree.
with men. But
I
that's
agree.
I think that's just because more boys play games.
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah, that's definitely true.
But that's the only thing that I read, that there was like an actual
Like an impact.
Well, I've read that.
emotional, or not emotional, psychological impact from games.
Yeah.
Well, they're
I
also
mean-
saying certain games can cause improve problem solving skills.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
like,
puzzle
like
games and stuff,
here's the thing for me,
Like
like
Portal's a big one.
Like,
Yeah,
I'll be
for-
straight up with, like, you know what I mean, like, in high school and all that stuff, like,
Minecraft
middle school,
breeds
like,
creativity.
yo, I had, like, no friends. Like, besides, like, the friends that were in, like, my Woodstream and stuff like that, like, my Woodstream crew that I grew up with, like, that we all still
Woodstream
talk
crew?
to this day. You know what I mean? Like, they're all my
Yeah, man.
besides my childhood friends, like, when I didn't see them, like, I, like, to get away from, like, if I had, like, a really bad day where I just got made fun of all day or something like that in school, like, for me, the video games was like an escape, because like I saw and I think it is for a lot of people, and they use that like horribly to like beat down on people, but like those are the people that don't understand, that never went through anything rough, where it's like, man, I just need to escape. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And in turn, like Legend of Zelda was so huge for me because I played it so much, but it was like you don't think like, oh man, like I'm playing the Legend of Zelda. You're like, yo, I'm fucking Link right now. Like I'm
That's
just
how it
tearing
was
it up.
with-
Like I'm
with,
I'm the hero. You know what I mean? It's like anyone who gets caught in a good book or like
San Andreas.
yeah, San Andreas.
Yeah.
Get to
Like-
school,
get on the game and don't like. Even now, when I get home from work, like my stream is like my place where it's like everyone is here for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone's here because they enjoy me, and like
Yeah.
it's my little world where I can do whatever the fuck
Yeah.
almost whatever the fuck I want.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's definitely like video games, if anything, are more of an escape than an influence.
Yeah,
And I
I
mean,
mean,
same thing as watching TV.
Yeah.
It's like,
100%.
that's what it was for the generation before us, was watching TV.
yeah.
Yeah, now it's playing video games. You know, the next thing's whatever.
Yeah.
But that's just it. We humans want an escape,
Yeah.
and we just live in an age where we could have instant escapism.
Yeah.
To be honest with you, TV is worse than anything, man. Like, we have one channel at work. It's Ion Television, and they show nothing but Criminal Minds and Law and Order Special Victims Unit. All I hear all day is the suspect murdered the 9-year-old girl after he raped her.
Yeah.
And like, dude, what the fuck do I want to watch that for? Like Ice-T's always coming out of nowhere talking about he got the drugs but didn't expect the grandmother to be there, so he raped her with her own panties and strangled. Like, what the
Yeah.
fuck?
But yeah, because I'm gonna end this on a positive note because we kind of got a little dark here. You know, for a minute there.
Yeah.
You know, if any of you like out there, you're struggling with like depression, all that stuff, like any of that, like if you have an escape, like use that escape. Don't like feel that. Don't
Fuck other people.
Yeah, fuck other people. Don't let them tell you
That's
that
why
your
you have an escape.
Yeah, you don't let them tell you that your escape makes you a loser. or
Your
anything
escape
like
is
that.
not for them, it's for you. And if they
Yeah.
don't like it, they don't have to fucking
Yeah,
be there.
whether it be
Yeah,
comics,
it has
whether it be
nothing to do with
TV,
them.
video
Yeah.
games,
That's it.
music, or it could just be hanging out with a couple asshole buddies and sitting in front of a camera thinking that people actually want to hear you talk.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, just-
except Ghost, because he just sends crippling depression, Jeff, of iDubbbz.
Yeah, this is just what we're doing.
But thank you for joining our second episode of the Lame Podcast.
Oh, we ending? Are we doing
LAMECast. Oh my
conspiracies?
God, see, I already fucked it up.
Wait, are we ending?
But,
Or are we doing
we